blood is good. Blood is emotion. Blood is a story, a drama. Blood is what we want to see in terms of passion. What we want is a bloody good fight.
Hi YouTubers and boxing fans, another prediction here in what is a busy week and weekend for boxing. I mean, this week we've seen a few fights on Box Nation, well I have, and this Thursday another great heavyweight fight. I mean, apologies to my knowledge of New Zealand and Australian boxers, pro boxers. My knowledge is limited on these boxers, but one guy that I'm interested in watching, I watched his last fight, is Joseph Parker, a big up and coming heavyweight star over there in New Zealand and that part of the country, Australia and the surrounding areas. This one's between Joseph Parker versus Afa Tatupu. Joseph Parker is only aged 21. I think he's had 6 fights now. He did a demolition job over one of the all-time greats in what was his name? It'll come to me in a minute. I'll tell you his name. I'm sure I'll think of his name shortly. Anyway, back to my prediction. Afa Tatupu is classed as a real good boxer of New Zealand. I mean, this one is a pay-per-view event. Just reading up on this clip I've got here. Afa Tatupu is the real Rocky of New Zealand boxing, with 13 fights under his belt, including 9 wins, 7 of them by way of KO. Just the king is in the ring to throw big punches and he's hungry for the knockout. This is brawling start of fight is always exciting. Saying you won't want to miss this. It's being shown on Sky Arena over there. It's a PPV event. But like I said, I'm limited on knowledge of New Zealand boxers and Australian boxers. My knowledge is limited, but what I've seen of Joseph Parker, I favour Joseph Parker in this one. Afa Tatupu looks a decent prospect, but I'm sure Parker will want to maintain his unbeaten record, and if I just go on his box rec for a second and just see, because I can't think of the last opponent's name and I did watch the fight. I'm just gonna Google, actually it might come up if I go on my history. I did briefly go on, did I go on BoxRec? No, just bear with me. Joseph Parker. Yeah, Franz Beaufoy, of course. Franz Beaufoy. It's a demolition job of Franz Beaufoy in 2 rounds. Franz Beaufoy, as we know, has been in with some great boxers. Mike Tyson, just to name one of them. But admittedly, you know, at the end of his, well, it was his last fight, Franz Beaufoy, I believe, is training now, or still within boxing. Franz Beaufoy. You know, we had an old boxer versus an up and coming Joseph Parker. So there's is Franz Beaufoy. I'll just get on Afa Tatupu's record whilst I'm here. It's an aging fighter, isn't it? 33. Nevertheless, it looks a good matchup. His last opponent, Junior Patti, you know, I know nothing of, but judging by his record, isn't a wild beater in boxing. I mean, he's only won 7, lost 18, so, you know, I can't really mention anyone great on his resume, really, that I know of in, you know, New Zealand boxers. So a Joseph Parker win for me in this one, in what looks an interesting fight. Just looking at his KO average, I mean, it's in 83%, so I'm going to go for a Joseph Parker knockout, judging by his KO ratio. Thanks for watching, as always. Should be a interesting fight, and I'm pretty sure, you know, as UK boxers will be get to know about Joseph Parker sometime soon. As you know, we've got good boxers of our own in, just to name one of them, Anthony Joshua. So, you know, potentially, you know, you've got to put Joseph Parker out there as a future opponent of possibly a UK boxer in sometime in his career. I mean, so thanks for watching, as always, and the Joseph Parker win for me. I'm going to go for a late knockout. Thanks for watching, as always, and let me know your opinions.